Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are continuing our Luminous Feast with Gormley, guys. Now overall, we are getting into the bosses within the stages. Now there is no really reason to drive and push the damages that we're doing in the bosses. So the powerful enemies, I'm going to be going through Thisu, I'm going to be going through Tresnar. I'm going to show you some of the builds that have worked in here, going through the team comps and trying to get a little bit more damage. Now, overall, your goal on this is 5 billion. You can see all rewards have been acquired for this boss. Hitting that 5 billion mark is a struggle, guys. A lot of players have been struggling incredibly tough getting through these bosses and getting those 5 billion damage. Even you can see here, guys, we have 5.1 billion. So literally with the heroes that I have on my YouTube account, the pay to win account, it was just barely getting that damage by. Now again, when this, I believe the challenges reset every day. So trying to maximize and get the rewards out of here is what you're looking to do, guys. Deal more damage for more rewards. Once you hit that 5 billion cap, that is all you can get. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at a couple of the formations. All right, so the first one we're going to run in here is the Awakened version of Thane. Now I believe this is the best in slot hero in here. Is the Awakened version of Thane. I know a lot of players don't have Thane, and also running Grez. Now Grez is a hero that is used in a ton of these formations, guys, making him a big priority. We've seen him through the boss fights. Running the twins in here, every one of these formations, I believe literally every one of these formations are running the version of the twins, and I've seen this work even at lower levels. So we're going to drop Palmer in here, and the final one that I'm going to put in this formation is Mortis. We're changing out our pet. We are actually going to go with Blade Ridge right here. And this is going to be the first formation that we're looking for, which is kind of a basic formation for the heirlooms. And I have all kinds of guides up here, guys. So for the heirlooms, we're going to do the daggers. We are going to do, right down here, we're going to do the Icebringer. And then we are going to do the Swift Bow. Those are the three that you want to run. And again, if you don't have the Awakened version of Thane, I'm going to go through some other formations. If you do not have Palmer, you can actually sub Halos in there. You can sub Joan of Arc in there. If you do not have Mortis, the sub for that is Estrilda. If you don't have Estrilda, guys, it's really a solid buffer that you can get within the formation, because this is ideal. And again, you can see there is a debuff right here, but this is going to be the best slot. I'm going to run this one, see if we can hit that 5 billion mark, because I've changed it around a lot. And again, this is formation number 1. That we've been kind of running in here. And of course, Blade Ridge going to pop up, do a lot of damage in there. Also, in addition, this is very pet dependent. I've noticed going through here, some of these I'm still struggling with hitting that 5 billion mark. So I'm hoping if we get a couple more relics through the next couple days of this event, plus some more attempts, that the RNG factor is going to be there and I can actually hit the maximum, guys. If you're at a minute and about 1 billion damage in, you're probably pretty close to on target getting this done, because the back end you'll do a little bit more damage. Also with these, it did take a little bit of RNG, so there was kind of an RNG factor in here to get the damage in here to work, especially when it comes to some of the other formations, which of course one of them includes Scarlet. Scarlet, of course, very heavy RNG when it comes to her build, and the ability for her to just kill out your team, which is very difficult to deal with again. But it looks like we're going to hit the 5 billion mark here. And again, it's been taking a very expensive build to get these ones done with these specific heroes. So the twins go down right there, guys. But again, it looks like we're going to be close. I think even damage-wise, it seems like getting to that 5 billion mark is a struggle, guys. It is really a struggle. And some players, even with lower levels, it seems like it's almost easier. See, we're not even going to hit 5 billion here, just shy of 5 billion. But that's the exact same formation that I hit last time with it. So again, just a little bit of an RNG factor in there with that build. The next one we're going to look at in here is running, of course, the very similar build. But this is going to have Scarlet in here. We have the twins, we have Palmer. And this is dropping out Mortis, dropping in Solus in here. And then Blade Ridge is still going to be the hero that we're leaving in here, or the pet that we're leaving in here. Now the relics do change up a little bit in this one. So they were using the Cloak Dagger, and then they're actually using the Ring. So they were actually using Heaven's Grace. So dropping this one out, putting in Heaven's Grace. Whenever an allied hero is below 50%, their received damage is reduced by 30%, and received healing. And again, these are formations. Or wait, that's not the right ring. Just thinking, yes, that is the right ring. Yeah, I was looking at it here and I'm like, that doesn't seem to be the correct relic. All right, guys, so the second team build we're going to look at in here is actually with Scarlet. Again, there is going to be a little bit of an RNG factor in here, but we're going to pop Scarlet in here. We're still running the twins. We're still running Palmer. Mortis drops out and Solus comes in, and this is still running the Blade Ridge. So overall, keeping that hero in there. Heirlooms with this one, they have the Cloak Dagger in here. It has the Heaven's Grace and the Swift Bow. Again, some players were running this one. Some players were also running the Ice Bringer just for the damage amplification and hitting that 5 billion. I'm hoping we can get there, guys, because again, it seems like these battles are a very big struggle in here. And again, looking at different variations, Discord, Reddit, a couple different places. This, of course, is going to be the RNG factor. There's going to be a really big RNG factor, guys, because if Scarlet is hitting your own heroes, chances are she's going to kill them. Just like we see right there, guys. And again, this is why I don't like Scarlet. As many players that do run Scarlet in here, that is the reason why I do not like Scarlet, is her ability. And look at the damage, guys. The damage doesn't seem to be here at all. But again, looking over on Discord, this is a team that did hit 5 billion and not even a really big built out team. But this team still did hit that 5 billion mark. And without the twins, we're not even going to be relatively close. I mean, it's going up pretty fast right there. But we did lose Grez. I mean, we're almost there. I mean, Scarlet just literally killed herself. But again, this is team number 2 that did hit that 5 billion mark, guys. So I'm hoping you have a little bit of luck with it. And a final team for this, guys, and again, kind of an interesting team in here, is I know a lot of players swapped out for Vithiel. So dropping Vithiel in here, again, running with the twins, running with Homer in here. This is swapped out to the Owl. And then the last one is Estrilda. Again, if you do not have Estrilda, Halos or some other heroes could and do work in here. So running again that Cloak Dagger, running the Icebringer, and running the Swift Bow in here. Vithiel has actually been able to hit the 5 billion mark, and this is the third team, guys. Now, of course, with that Dagger being close combat, having all 4 of these heroes up close might make a big difference. I want to see if we can hit it, which again, with a lot of players doing the Wukong swap for Vithiel, it's kind of interesting to see, and I want to see the damage that we're pulling out here, guys. Again, I don't feel like literally the damage is not there. But over on Reddit, this combination put almost 2.4 billion damage up with Vithiel with this identical comp on Thisu, guys. So I'm not sure the RNG factor in here. It might be the builds of the heroes, but this is an identical comp that put up a couple of billion damage, and here we are not doing it. And it seems like when we hit a point, guys, like the damage does kind of ramp up there. But it doesn't seem like 5 billion in this is going to be feasible in here. See that the damage does ramp up quite a bit. Again, I don't feel like we're going to be now 2 billion there. Again, the buffs we need in here are kind of crazy when it comes to the build overall. All right, guys, so from here, we're going to hop over and we're going to check out Tresnar. Now, overall, I have not been able to hit this 5 billion mark. Again, I've kind of struggled with this. I've tried to push it. I'm just going to use a couple diamonds so I can show you the formations. So the top formation that I've been seeing in here is running Honesta. Now, Honesta, I don't have built up a lot, but running Honesta and running Solus within this formation, and they're running in here the Winged Lion within this formation. So we have Honesta, we have Grez again, we have Twins again, Palmer, and then we're running Solus in here. Now the heirlooms for this, is running that close-up claw. It does have the Icebringer, which we've run before, and then it also does have the bow. So this, again, is a formation that a lot of players have been hitting that 5 billion mark. I'm hitting about 4.8 billion within this formation, so I haven't quite hit the 5 billion mark. And again, I don't know what we're missing. I don't know if the bosses really are this tough, if they're going to adjust some of the damage that you're doing in here, because we're getting really, really close on this one. Even looking at the best in slot teams, looking at the leaderboard with the awakened version of Thane, running all of the heroes in there, I'm still not able on this account to hit that 5 billion mark. And I'm really hoping that you guys can leave any of your combinations below. That way we can kind of get them all out there, see if we can get all of the players up to maximize the loot in this event. Because again, similar to myself, it has been kind of a struggle. I don't know if a lot of it is kind of the RNG factor with not being able to do enough damage. I feel like I have the heroes built out enough. Even here, I'll hit about 3.3, 3.4. Then heroes just literally start dying out like crazy, and I can't break that 5 billion mark. Maybe this is going to be the attempt, guys, because usually at this point we've lost the twins, but it's almost like the damage stalls out at a point. See, look at that. Even all of those heroes doing almost no damage, guys. 4.3 again, still cannot hit that 5 billion. Hit 4.8, but again, that is a team right there that did hit that 5 billion mark. All right, so team number 2 in here, very similar to the first one, guys, actually leaving Grez in there, but this is going back to Scarlet. We have twins, we have Palmer, and then this runs Astrilda. Again, if you have Vathiel, kind of a different setup in there, running the Lizard. And then for heirlooms, we are running almost the exact same heirlooms in here, guys. So this actually runs with the daggers. So close-up claw, we're running the daggers in here. This is running with the Firebringer. Again, it running the Firebringer, running the Swift Bow in here. And this is another one. The 5 billion damage mark was hit with this. Still just struggling with these formations. And again, as much as I love Scarlet, and my Scarlet in here is built, like really built. I mean, I believe we're well over the 9 of 9 furniture. We're well over the 60 engraving in here. So she should be doing a considerable amount of damage. But this might be the one, guys, that we hit the mark that we're looking for, because we're already at 2 billion damage with a minute left. But again, for a lot of players, this is where Tresnar starts taking out targets. Even for my comps, guys, this is usually where Tresnar starts just killing out our targets, meaning that, see, we lose the twins right there. Astrilda still providing some buffs in there with her abilities. Palmer goes down, and now our damage is just almost nullified, guys. Scarlet cannot keep up the damage long enough. The 3.2 died out early. But again, this is another team that did hit that 5 billion mark. The final team in here we're going to look at is, of course, the Thane. So the Thane and Grez team. If you look at some of the whale teams, Thane has been very vital. So this is still running the twins, running Palmer, and then running Astrilda down here. And this, again, it goes back to running the owl. Maybe if I had a stronger owl in here, it would make a big difference. We're running the cloaked daggers, and this is also running the claws. So changing up a little bit, running the swift bow in here. We're running up the cloaked daggers and the close-up claws, because remember, 3 of the heroes that we have in here are going to do a lot more damage because they're going to be close range. And then Tresnar brings himself in range. Let's see if we can get this, guys. Again, this is the 3rd comp in here. I'm not sure if we're going to or when we're going to be able to actually hit that 5 billion mark. But again, if you have team comps, drop them down below, guys. I want to try to see if we can get some of the team comps in there so we can hit this 5 billion mark for these players. Because again, it seems like it has been a really, really big struggle to hit the 5 billion mark. And even here, guys, we're over 3 already. 4, we might be able to do it this time. And again, it seems like right here with this enrage, the enrage, it just stalls out the damage at a point. We're close on this one if we can keep some targets up for a little bit more. 4.5, 4.6. It looks like we're going to do it if we don't lose Thane. We lost Thane. We lost Thane. Is it going to be? Oh, we hit it. It looked like 5,000,008, guys. So talk about almost right on the nose for that with Thane, guys. 3.81 billion, 1.13 billion. And again, literally right on that 5 billion point nose. I know it's only worth 10 bait. So would it be more beneficial just to save my 300 diamonds, probably come over here to the shop and buy what, 8 bait for almost the exact same price? But I did want to show you guys the team comps. Again, we could have pretty much just bought what we spent in diamonds to try that again, but I'm super stoked that we did hit that 5 billion mark. When the next boss is up, so when Mizoth comes up, I'm going to put up some guides for Sonya, and I'm going to put up some guides for Mizoth. Mizoth is actually the last boss if you have not checked it out yet. He is going to be the final one. So Sonya and the guides for Mizoth are coming pretty soon, guys. But that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.